Round 2 will be a battle of the blinds. After losing some $100 bomb pots, I've got pocket 10s in the big blind. My opponent has 2 cards that I can't see in the small blind since they're unfortunately face down, making my job a lot tougher. He limps in for 40, I raise to 200. Small blind calls, it's heads up and we're in position. The flop comes ace 5-4 with 2 spades, not particularly good for us. We have second pair without the ability to improve much going forward. The small blind checks, I check back for pot control. The turn is the 9 of clubs. Small blind went through a period of time in high school and college when he experimented with pot, control, but he's grown out of that phase. He bets 500. My hand is under-repped. I call to avoid being exploited. The river is another 9. All the major draws miss like spades, and hands like 8-7 and 7-6. The opponent is a crossing guard's worst nightmare because he isn't slowing down. He bets 1500. This puts me in a pretty uncomfortable spot. There are quite a few things going through my head, and the first is that I beat a ton of bluffs, even a hand like 5-4 that got counterfeited. The problem with calling here is that I really don't want the opponent to show me that he took me to Value Town with some kind of weak ace, and figured that I'd have the exact hand that I have, or kings through jacks. He shouldn't have a strong ace himself, since he limped in. I can actually have some really big hands and play it the same way up to this point, like quad 9s, aces full of 9s, 9s full of aces, trip 9s, and ace king. The opponent has about 5k total. I've actually never had a 5k flag in my stack before this session. I'm feeling patriotic. Let's put it to use in order to send a message. This might be a big game for me, but I came to play. There was no sweat. The player folded immediately. I get the biggest bluff of my life through. I went with my instincts. The opponent wasn't strong enough to withstand maximum pressure. We likely had him beat though, which is why calling would have been perfectly fine, especially since I didn't have a blocker to 10-9 of spades. Still, there's some small chance that he folded something better. It doesn't matter anymore. We come out victorious and have over 17,000 in the stack.